Hey, SM2. So for this last section of chapter 11, we're going to be talking about the volume of a sphere. Now, we're not going to get into the specifics of how to obtain the formulas, but there is a way that people obtain these formulas, and we're not going to get into details of it. But so I'll just give you the formula for the volume of a sphere. So the volume of a sphere is 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. Okay. Now, if you think of different formulas that we've gone over, there's volume of a cone, which was like pi r squared divided by 3. So just notice some differences here between all those. But notice here that the radius is being cubed, and there's a 4/3. So basically, we're taking pi r cubed and multiplying it by 4/3. Okay, but yeah, this is the volume of a sphere, and so that's all we're going to be doing for chapter 11, or 11.7, is using this formula to find volume of spheres. So in this first example here, find the volume of a soccer ball. Well, the only measurement that's really needed is the radius. So we're given that the radius is equal to 4.5 inches. Okay, and the volume of a sphere is 4 times pi times by r cubed divided by 3. So in this case, we have 4 times by pi times by 4.5 cubed divided by 3. And it's really just as easy as that. So the only thing you just have to remember is that you're cubing the radius, while in other formulas we've been squaring the radius. So this is a radius that's being cubed. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So 4 pi. So 4 pi times by 4.5 raised to the third power, and then I divide that by 3, and I get 381.7. So equal to 381.7. And the units here, since we're in inches, so be volume is inches cubed. Okay, so that's the volume of this soccer ball right there. Okay, so in example 5 here, again, the only measurement needed is the radius. So in this case, the radius would be half of the diameter, so the radius would have to be 7.5. Then we can use the formula. Volume is equal to 4 pi times by the radius cubed divided by 3. Okay. Now, I'm not sure if anyone has these type of calculators, but just a nifty trick that you can do. But you can do 7.5, and I can store this as an x variable in my calculator. So anytime I use this x, it's going to register as 7.5. So now if you want, you can just type in the formula. We can do 4 pi x raised to the third power, divide that by 3, and I get 1767. Okay, so that's for this one. So I get the volume to be 1767.2, and this is going to be inches cubed. Okay, and then you can go ahead and try number 6. Really not too difficult right there. And honestly, you can try the rest of these. Really, that's really pretty much what the whole lesson is right there. But yeah, you can do those. Only thing different that we're going to do, we're not really going to get into surface area much, like solving for surface area. But for this one right here, for surface area of a sphere, I'll just give it to you guys as this right here. So surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r squared, where r is the radius. Okay. And so we'll use this to find the volume of a sphere. So in example 4, it says finding the volume of a sphere. The surface area of a sphere is 324 pi square centimeters. Find the volume of the sphere. So I know that the surface area is equal to 324 pi. Now we know that surface area is 4 pi r squared. That's from here. So, okay, so now that I know that, I know that the surface area of this sphere is 324 pi, and surface area is 4 pi r squared. Now, all that's left for me to do is solve for r, and once I have the radius, I could find the volume of the sphere. So I'll just divide by 4 pi, divide by 4 pi. Now, because there's a pi on the top and the bottom, they will cancel. And that goes for over here as well. There's 4 pi on top and the bottom here, so they will cancel. And then what I'll do, so I have r squared by itself on the left side, so let's do 324 divided by 4. So 324 divided by 4, and I get 81. And then I can take the square root of both sides, and I get that r is equal to 9. And since I have that the radius is equal to 9, I can find the volume of this sphere, because I know volume is 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. Okay, and from there you should just be able to plug it into your calculator, so just like how we found volume in the other ones. Okay, if you do that, you should get something like close to 3053.63 centimeters cubed. And these last two examples are similar to what we just did. So find the volume of the sphere, of a sphere with a radius, or with a surface area of 256. So again, surface area, as we know, is equal to 4 pi r squared, and the surface area in this equation, or for this form, or for this sphere, sorry, is 256 pi. Okay, so then just divide by 4 pi, divide by 4 pi. 4 pi's will cancel, pi's will cancel, and then we do 256 divided by 4, and we get 64. So r squared is equal to 64, and if we take the square root of each side, r will equal 8 inches. And then from there, volume is equal to 4 pi r cubed divided by 3. From there you can find the volume. So, and then you can do the same with 11. Okay, and honestly that's it for 11.7, and yeah, that should be pretty much everything. So let me know if you have any questions.